Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're going to be ranking the top 5 best free cards in NBA 2K25. Top 10 best free cards in NBA 2K25 MyTEAM right now. A combination of Season 6 as well as the the Signature Series Festival has definitely given us some new cards that definitely are some attainable free cards, which is nice. It is influxed the market for free cards a bit, at least here in Season 6 of NBA 2K25 MyTEAM. We got a decent mix of some pretty solid cards on this list, and it's not the best cards in the game, although a couple of these guys are really good. But for the most part, it's just a lot of super duper solid cards. But there is some attainable free cards right now, which is kind of nice. So I think we got a decent top 10 list with some solid cards on it who are attainable for free or were attainable for free, because not every one of these cards still is. But before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 40,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, tons of consistent daily MyTEAM content. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. And without further ado, let's hop right into it. Number 10 is going to be Jaylen Williams, the domination award for season 6 of NBA 2K25. 6'5", but he's got a 7'2" wingspan, which does make him play a little bit bigger. Jumper is super nice. He's a good slasher. He's a very solid, versatile defender. He's a super duper solid card. He's not what I would consider one of the best in my team or anything like that, but I definitely think he's a very solid card. And yeah, I am a fan of this card overall. I think he's definitely a usable option at the shooting guard position for sure. Definitely not like one of the best shooting guards in the game, but he's also not a bad card by any means. So in my opinion, I do think he is a very usable card. At number 10 and number 9 is going to be Joakim Noah from the Bracket Busters Festival. This card was absolutely attainable for free relatively easily, and he's 6'11" with a 7'1" wingspan. He's obviously not attainable anymore, but his jumper is absolutely money. Plus he's got 92 speed. He also has that dynamic duo with Corey Brewer, who is not on this list, but if we're counting Brewer as his Evo, he arguably would have been on this list. In fact, I think he probably would have been. I think he's at least better than Jaylen Williams, but you get two really good cards that you can use together if you got those two. And obviously, even just the one of Joakim Noah by himself is a really good card. His jumper's absolutely money, which is one of the things that really upgrades him, but he's also an elite level defender. He's got very good speed. Super duper good card at the power forward position. Absolutely a top tier option, especially for I feel like more of the underrated. I think he gets overlooked at this point, probably because all the new power forwards, but I think he can compete with some of the top tier options in my team. I feel like number 9 is totally fair. Number 8 is going to be Brandon Roy. Got to do the non-Pro Pass version because the Pro Pass is not free. So the Pro Pass versions of low 40 cards cannot be on this list. So the non-Pro Pass version of B-Roy I still think is good. Does not have the same effect as the Pro Pass version in terms of his release being on very quick. It's still only on quick, but it's still a really good jump shot even on quick. So it's not that big of a deal. He's got pro dribble style, harden escape, which isn't great, but he is extremely athletic with a money jumper, elite level defense, and I still think he's a very solid card. I'm not saying he's the best shooting guard in the game, but I still think he can compete at a very high level against pretty much anybody at the shooting guard position. So I am a fan of B-Roy. I think he does a lot of things well, and I think he's definitely a solid option here at the number 8 spot on the list. Number 7 is going to be Ascension Reward Moses Malone, who is 6'10" with a 7'2" wingspan. Honestly, pretty similar to Noah. In fact, Noah might have a little bit better release, but I do think that Moses is a little bit better as a finisher, a little bit more versatile all the way around in terms of doing some stuff with the ball in his hands with that Steph or with the rush dribble style. And I do like his jumper still a lot as well. I think he's very good. I think he's just a very well-rounded, super duper solid and consistent card at the power forward position. Definitely a card that I like a lot, and he is one of several power forwards on this list. Actually, I guess he's the second of several power forwards on this list. So a card, again, that I personally like a lot. Speaking of the power forward position, Bam Adebayo at the number 6 spot from the Signature Festival. 6'9" with a 7'3" wingspan. He is just money jump shots, really good defensively. Honestly, in my personal opinion, the biggest flaw this card has is the fact that he's only 6'9", because otherwise the jumper is awesome, the defense is awesome, he's got a bit of movement. I think he's a very well-rounded, very good card. Now, to be fair, him and Moses are very close. Moses is an inch taller. Even him and Noah are pretty close. Like, you can make arguments for those other guys as well if you want. All these cards are pretty close together, especially especially towards the back half of this list, though. And in my opinion, Bam is just a card that I personally like a lot in my team. I think he's always really good. I love his jump shot, and I have him number 6. I got no problems at all with that spot for Bam Adebayo. Number 5 is going to be another card from the Signature Series Festival, which is Nick Young, 6'7" shooting guard, absolutely awesome offensively. Same jump shot base as Michael Beasley has with that Cam Thomas base. Ben Mather and upper is also really solid. So super smooth, super fast jumper. Kimba escape, D-book dribble style. Wish he had a better behind the back, but his jumper with a good escape, a good dribble style is already enough to make him a really, really awesome shot creating scoring option. Not to mention, of course, he's an elite level slasher as well. Defensively, I mean, Hoff Challenger, glove, off pass, and pick dodger are helpful. He's not a liability by any means defensively, but he's also not what I would consider an absolutely elite level card. And I think he's good. I think he's definitely very, very good. Super duper solid option at the shooting guard position, especially if you need a score. And honestly, if you need scoring, you could argue him over this guy, Andrew Wiggins, because he's definitely a better shot creator than Wiggins is. But what Wiggins provides is 6'8", really nice jump shot, 7-foot wingspan. Now, keep in mind, Wiggins does not have a great fade, especially going left. Going right, it's fine, but going left, it's not great. Wiggins also doesn't have much in terms of shot creation sigs. He's got Jalen Green dribble style, which isn't bad, but isn't amazing. But D-book escape isn't great. Wiggins behind the back isn't great. Like I said, his fade, especially going left, isn't great. So he's not really a super awesome shot creator, but he's an elite defender at 6'8", the shooting guard position. He's also got great shooting, playmaking, and finishing badges. Extremely elite slasher, great shooter, and great athlete with, again, elite level size as well. I think extremely complete at the shooting guard position without top tier shot creation. I think he's probably kind of a better version of this non-pro pass Brandon Roy, and I think he's really, really good. I think he's honestly maybe a little bit overlooked because of the lack of sigs, but not every card needs to be a shot creator, especially if you have some other shot creators, other positions like point guard, shooting guard, or point guard, small forward, even power forward. And I think that that Wiggins is a really, really usable option for sure in my team. So moving on, at the number 3 spot is going to be Marc Gasol. Speaking of the Signature Series Festival, Marc Gasol, I get he's 15 Dark Matter pieces, and I'm sure y'all can guess who else is gonna be on this list who's 15 Dark Matter pieces, but 15 Dark Matter pieces is 2 Invincible pieces and 3 Dark Matter pieces. The challenges that have come out so far in Triple Threat Park, there's already been 1 Invincible piece that's available. That's 6 Dark Matter pieces right there. There's already been at least 4 Dark Matter pieces available. Plus you could have gotten more in King of the Court as well if you wanted to. So that's already 10. We're going to get another Triple Threat Park win streak on next Sunday, which is going to be another Invincible piece. More challenges this weekend likely. Another King of the Court challenge this weekend likely. This card is going to be absolutely attainable for free. 15 Dark Matter pieces is a completely attainable amount for free without spending any money, just grinding the game. And so I think these cards deserve to be on this list. They're very good cards. Mark is a really, really nice power forward option with good size, a great jump shot, nice versatility, elite defender, another really, really nice card at the power forward position. Now, again, Gasol, Bam, Moses, Noah, all very good cards, all pretty similar cards. I really think between about Joakim Noah and Marc Gasol on this entire list, it is very opinion based as to where you'd put these cards. They're all very close together, and they're all very, very good. And honestly, if you wanted to put Mark a spot or two, I'm going to put him below Wiggins, actually, because I think Wiggins is a little more complete because Mark isn't as fast. But I really like Mark's jumper as a 6'11" pick and popper with a big player build too. Looks like a 7-footer, which is really, really nice. I think he's super solid in my opinion. I have him at the number 4 spot, and I'm gonna put Wiggins at number 3 is how I think I'm gonna do it. Number 2 is Tim Duncan, the non-Pro Pass version, who is obviously not nearly as good as his Pro Pass version, mainly because the Pro Pass version has KPJ base and pretty close to perfect SIGs. Now, this is still a 100 overall card with every single stat on 99 and basically every single important Hall of Fame badge in the game, the exact same stats and badges as his other Pro Pass level 40 card. But instead of KPJ base on very quick, he's got his own base on very quick, which is still a good jump shot, by the way, just not as good. He's got basic fade, still a good fade, not as good as Pro 2. Rush dribble style, still a good dribble style, not as good as Darius Garland. Giannis escape, pin behind the back, not as good. This card certainly is not the shot creator that his other card is, but he's still got a good jumper. He's still got all 99 stats and badges. He's still a decent-ish. He's got a good dribble style. Like, he's still a very good card. He's on the level of the top dark matter bigs in the game, and honestly, I think he's near the top. Like, I think he goes in there with guys like Kareem, and it is on that same level of card, probably a little bit smaller, but very complete, very well-rounded, very good shooter. He's still awesome. He's not as good as the Pro Pass version by any means, but I still think he's a great card, and I think he is the number 2 spot on this list as a free card. And at number 1 is unsurprisingly Jason Kidd. I truly believe this card is like the 3rd or 4th best point guard in the game. period, including 100 overalls and everything. He's that good. He's my favorite non-100 overall point guard in the game. 6'4" with a 6'8" wingspan, 98 speed, 96 3 ball, 90 driving dunk. Defensively, he is an absolute stud. He is an elite level everything, in all honesty, besides height at only 6'4". But Patty Mills base, Darius Garland dribble style, Pro 2 fade, Darius Garland dribble style, or Darius Garland's upper, sorry, and dribble style, Pro 2 fade. Kimba escape. The only thing he doesn't have is a top tier behind the back, but Shea behind the back even, it really isn't that bad if you use it properly. You can definitely use that really effectively, especially if you use it as a regular behind the back and not an explosive behind the back. It could be a super useful sig there. This card is amazing. He's an awesome shot creator. He's a great defender. He is a top tier scorer as well with how good his stats and badges are, and he plays bigger than 6'4", big player built for 6'4", dude. Best Jason Kidd card we've ever seen in my team, and one of the best point guards in the game, period. He is, in my personal opinion, the real saving grace of the Signature Series Festival, is the fact that you can get this card for free. So if you haven't spent your pieces, I would recommend saving them to get this Jason Kidd. He is absolutely incredible. So with that being said, that is going to do it for today's video. I hope y'all did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more 2K content very soon, and I appreciate y'all. Peace.